Not to me, it's irrelevant. It's not in my interest, if you will, to actually believe in God or not. So maybe I can be a moderator.
Okay. You think he could be a moderator?
I don't know.
If
Why don't y'all just debate?
Get into a really bad one issue. One person gets.
Right? Oh no, I'm just wondering what y'all are even like. What are we discussing here?
Everything.
Historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ? All right, can I shoot first?
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay.
Home field advantage. This is your event.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Speak loud enough so everybody can hear you.
Basically, one of the few things that was actually mentioned about Jesus Christ as far as the letters of Paul go, which were written over 75 years after he supposedly existed, barely even mentions any single thing about the miracles, any single thing about him actually walking on the planet Earth. All letters from Paul which was the first person who actually wrote about Jesus Christ or anyone else, stated that women shouldn't be allowed in churches, that women shouldn't be allowed to talk outside of houses. He completely talked about exploiting women, how all little boys should be abused, all little girls should be abused, all in the name of God, all in the name of his own irrational beliefs. Then after Paul, right, you got all these other books that, I mean, hell, even Luke and John didn't come out until 200 and 250 years later, and those are when most of the quotes of Jesus are around. So it's like me being right here, right? And I'm going to say to you, I got some original quotes from Thomas Jefferson, and none of y'all motherfuckers have ever even heard about it before. It's ridiculous. It's bullshit. All right, now you shoot.
Okay, so I got about 2 minutes. Is that fair?
Wait.
Can I go longer if I want?
Go ahead.
Just to let everybody know, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kyle Bogmer, and I'm representing the Christian point of view.
That's a nice beer, dude.
Carlos has courteously agreed to have a dialogue, an intellectual debate. I'm not going to scream over Carlos. Carlos is not going to scream over me. We'd appreciate if y'all would just. So one of the things that I'd like to immediately counter is the reliability of the New Testament manuscripts. He shouted out a couple of dates. You probably didn't hear them because he was going kind of fast. He said 300 years and 250 years. Well, I've actually been to Oxford, England. I've actually been to Oxford, England, and been in the White Room. And I'd like to show you P64, a fragment of the Gospel of Mark. I have it in my book. And you know what it dates from? Now, these are liberal scholars. Dr. Karsten Thied, a German propologist, he's actually an atheist. But he dates the earliest Gospel fragment to 55 AD. It's called P64. You guys can all go and Google P64 when you get home today. And it'll come out with a little picture of a parchment. And that is actually representing the story of Jesus. It actually has one of his miracles in it. So, based on what you've already stated, that there's no miracles reported until 300, I would respectfully say that you need to go do your homework regarding to the New Testament credulity of the parchment. First and second most, I would like to discourse for about a minute on the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The first argument I'd like to say is pragmatics. Pragmatics. See, I used to be an atheist. Then the claims of Christ got into my life, and now I'm a Christian. And you know what? I have a great life. It works for me. That's pragmatics. It's a great argument in philosophy. The next one I'd like to talk about is the followers of Jesus. Why would you willingly die for a lie that you know to be false? Because people always, this is the assumption people make, that there was this construct, these people, and they were pushing, oh yes, let's create a religion. Let's create a religion about this Jesus person. Well, that doesn't make any sense because they all died. Every single one except John died for what they believed. That this Jewish rabbi who walked around healing people rose again on the third day. I don't care about the Old Testament law. I don't care about that. I'm here on the stairs because a man was alive, he died, and he rose again. But there are plenty.
No. I'm sorry. Okay, there are plenty of myths during the time, right? You have hundreds of gods, right? From Dionysus, you got it all the way up to fucking Hercules, right?
Can you speak louder so they can hear you?
They can't hear you. All follow the line of hero. They basically say people will resurrect resurrected, and all this stuff happened. All around the entire time, there were tons of different myths of a son of God. There were myths regarding every single other point that Jesus supposedly did. And all of y'all will say none of that happened. You're not going to say Dionysus, myth, or any of those other people died and were raised back 3 days later. But you're going to say Jesus did because you were taught that.
No, it wasn't.
No, just hold up. Almost every single one of you is atheistic towards 99.9999% of all other religions except Christianity. We take it one step further. You understand how irrational all these other deities are. When you got Hercules to Mithra to Dionysus to every single Egyptian god underneath the rock, and we're saying if those are irrational, so is this. It's all a boogeyman. It's all a lie. They made it up. They're controlling it.
Who's they?
And I'm done.
Hit it, Kyle.
My turn?
Hit it, Kyle. No.
Sorry. Carlos, you made a good point. Carlos talked about how Hercules and Dionysus were myths before Christ, and that they rose from the dead, and we should all give our lives to them. But the okay, he agrees. Okay, that is what he said. There's more things I'd like to talk to you today about. The first one is about meaning. I personally believe that Jesus Christ will give your life meaning. If you repent, if you give your life to Him, He'll give you meaning in your life. An atheist has no meaning in their life. There's no basis to which they can choose morally. There's no basis to what they can do. It's all chemicals. It's all matter slamming into matter. Like if you had a plastic bag and you put rocks in it, you never get a Swiss watch. It never happens. Second is morality. The second point is morality. I believe Jesus Christ makes me a moral person. I believe that He changes my heart. He can transform my life. I was an atheist, but now I'm alive. I was dead, but now I'm alive. Morality. I believe Jesus Christ makes me a better person. He makes me a better student.
Where's the evidence?
Hold on, okay. He makes me a better student. I believe that there's 30 grandmothers right now watching the television saying, I'm not going to send Billy to UTSA. Oh my God. And I believe the atheist agenda is actually taking money from you.
No, we're not.
Now hold on, let me work my point. This is my point. I think Grandma's not going to send her trust fund and she's not going to send Billy to UTSA, so you can forget about another Starbucks. But meaning, morality, origin. I believe that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth is the full of the glory of God. We were created by God. That's why we're significant. That's why you have value. That's why you can't treat people like objects. That's why you can't treat people like chemicals. Because man is made in the image of God. Destiny. The atheistic position, the materialist position, cannot answer the question of destiny. I know in whom I have believed, and where I am you shall also be. I know that one day I will stand before God. We all shall before God and give an account for the deeds done in the body. We shall all stand before the judgment seat of Christ and give an account for the deeds that are done in the body.
Hey! This isn't a debate. No. It's not between anybody but these two people. All right. Now, I have to say, we did kind of stir away from the
Meaning, morality, origin, destiny. I love for him to go meaning, morality,
and so now he's gonna get the appropriate time.
We have no destiny. None. There is no fate. We have to make our own fate. We have to accept the fact that when we're dead, it's all over. There ain't nothing after this. And by accepting that fact, you're not going to be a martyr. You're not going to want to kill yourself. I mean,